popping YouTube. So when you on set, I'm gonna tell you what it's like, how it is, all this good stuff. Can you make a career for yourself as a background actor? You actually can. Now, it's fun work. It's work where you still have somebody telling you what you have to do. However, it's pretty cool. It's fun that you get to network. You get to meet so-called famous people. I myself, I never really been moved by famous people. It doesn't do anything for me. This planet, this earth, America, the whole world is one big high school. One big high school. Look at the so-called celebrities as the popular kids. Look at that's all it is. Look at them as the popular kids. Some of the so-called popular kids, some of them cool, some of them down to earth, some of them not. I met a lot of them on set. Most of them I met was cool. Tom Cruise was pretty cool. Maxwell was cool. I met a couple of people that's household names, if you will, and it was pretty cool. On set, my journey with that, my adventure, it was like 2011. I'm fresh out of high school, so I'm searching online how to get in movies. Will Ferrell was filming a movie in my neighborhood. I don't know the name of it right now. I'm gonna go look it up because I actually want to know the name. I want to go watch the movie so I could see the house they was using and be like, oh, yeah, I see that house all the time. So I probably was running an errand for family at the time. I think I was going, I don't know, somewhere to the store or something. And I see, now before this, I always wanted to do this. I always said if I was doing anything, it's gonna be something where it's not me selling my soul for less, because people talk about people in Hollywood selling their soul. You selling your soul working at a job you don't want to work at anyway. I mean, I'm not saying that people who sell their soul in Hollywood are better. I'm not saying that at all, but either way it go, selling your soul. Now, some people actually sell their soul. That's a whole different thing. But as far as what I mean when I say sell your soul is doing something for money that you don't actually want to do, you shouldn't be doing, whatever the case is. That's selling your soul. You at a 9 to 5 and you don't like it, you selling your soul. If you like it, that's one thing. If you want to work your way up the ladder in the 9 to 5, that's one thing. But if you just don't like it, that's a whole different story. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna try my luck. So I go out the house. I was manifesting this too, like heavy at the time. I'm manifesting. I had just went vegan. I'm in the backyard every day, walking barefoot, walking around like this, meditating, visualizing things I wanted to manifest. And it manifested. I'm in my neighborhood. I see like a camera crew, like it's these big cranes everywhere with the camera coming down. It's all this different stuff. I'm like, man, what the hell? My mom called me. They filming a movie. You can try and get in it. So I'm super happy. I'm like, oh wow, it worked. First of all, I'm thinking it worked. I'm looking at everything kind of play out how I saw it in my head. Like, it's crazy how on point everything was. Just how I thought it would be is, or just how I saw it in my dreams was just how the set was that was in my neighborhood. So first of all, I know my neighborhood. I wake up, I go outside, it looks totally different because they got camera crews everywhere, cranes, uh, people walking around that I never seen. Bunch of people. So I'm like, okay. I took that as a sign. I signed up with uh, Louisiana casting crew. At the time, I think it was Kulan Casting. I think they still, I think they still are in service. I'm not too sure. And there was another online account I made. So when they finally reached out, the headquarters, I had to drive all the way to, it was like 30 minutes away from where I'm at. Long story short, drove all the way over there. I get acquainted, get signed up. I had a bro at the time come with me. He got signed up too. So, the first time I went by myself. I'm thinking of the second time I had a bro come with me. First time, the first movie I ever did was called The Butler. Now, this is, they call New Orleans Hollywood of the South. This is my first time on set, from what I can remember. So, the movie The Butler was about, it was still kind of a movie that showed a lot of prejudice. So I was playing one of the butlers. The whole vibe on set, it was cool. You have the famous melanated dudes, black dudes, if you will. People that don't look like me is giving them praise and accolades, but if you're not them, they was pretty cool, honestly, but it was still kind of a vibe. Plus, the movie was called The Butler. It had a touch of that to it. I'm ignoring it because I'm so excited to be on set. So, trying to remember, was it Maxwell in that movie, or what's the other guy with the locks? That's like 60. That's real fit. What's my dude name? He vegan. I don't know. Anyways, I saw one of them on set. Walked up like a regular person I see at school. What's up, bro? What's up, bro? How you doing? I said, what's up, bro? I'm like, wow. At the time, I wasn't starstruck, but it was just crazy because I didn't know what to expect. They're just normal people, just like us. Just like I said, they're just the popular kids in high school, in this high school that we call Planet Earth. So I do a couple of more movies. I get acquainted with some of the PAs and the camera crew. So they start calling me more. I do a whole bunch of films over a period of 3 to 4 years, maybe 5 years. Then I do Scream season 1 and 2 on MTV. They booked me to play a high school student when I was like 23, 24, 25. Within those ages, I actually met people that was in their 30s with children. They were still being booked to play high school students. So, hey, But can you make a career out of it? Yeah, you can. Over the period of years I was doing it consistently, man, I saw the same faces. It was pretty cool. Like, even now, if I start going back now, I'm probably going to see some of the same faces. And I don't know. I have a sneaky suspicion. So these people, I go like, and at the time, I had went 2-3 years without seeing people. See them again, they still look the same. I'm like, yo, some of y'all are vampires, bro, because y'all not aging. And then it would be longer than that. Like, I'm talking, it felt like I didn't see these people for a while. I see them and they look younger. Now, hey, I'm just saying, that's just something I noticed. Now, if I see them after all of this time and they still look the same, oh, hell yeah, it's about to get real suspicious. But yes, you can make a career out of it. if you have the right connections, if you know people, if your name is in the system, they'll constantly call you to do it, to be to be a background person. Saying extra, a little thing I noticed or learned on, says it's a little derogatory. You never want to look at yourself as an extra in life or on a movie set. You're not an extra. You still talent. You just background talent. Don't call yourself extra. You're not just an extra piece somebody just threw in. You're not extra. So, something I learned on set. You can make a career out of it. Typically, back then it was paying like 80 to 100 a day. Some was strictly a certain price. And then when I first started, it was like 80. After 2-3 years, the pay went up to like 115. And just to stand around, sometimes they don't even use you, so you just sitting there. I was just networking. Nah, I really was networking. Sometimes you go and they use you one time, and that's it. Other times you might shoot a scene close to what it feels like is 100 times. I filmed something. The last time I filmed something was 2022 in a mall down here. Man, that was the shortest set I ever been on. They did a couple of takes, and it was a wrap. So at the most, which was a lot, which would be a lot to regular people if you never did it, for me that was short as hell. Like, I remember on Girls Trip, it felt like they shot the same scene 20 different times just so they could have as many takes to possibly get the right take. This scene, man, dude must have recorded that scene like 10 times. That was it. Went home, made some extra pay. So if it's booming, you could make it a career. At the moment, I know they had a lot of people that went on strike with the film industry, with the writers and a lot of things like that. So that was a while back. It's kind of getting back into the rhythm. I've been seeing people filming around here. Now they're paying more now. Last movie I did might have been like 120, 130, which is not bad because they might not even use you. You might just stand around. If you do get in and on the camera, you pass in front of the camera, they might say, hey, walk here, walk there, hold this, do that. So I remember one movie I did, I don't know why they chose me to be this guy. It was a party, upper echelon party scene. They gave me some glasses, some shades, and they made, you know what? I'm gonna save that for another video. What they did. Comment if you see this and you want to know what they did or what they had me do for that scene. Let me know. Comment below. With that being said, if you want to know more about ways like that to make some money, doing something that's fun and doesn't seem soul draining, holla at your boy. Comment below, like, comment, and subscribe if you like this content. I got way more where that came from, so yeah. Y'all have a good one. Peace.